Hey Paul. Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Looking amazing.
Thank you very much.
As always.
Nice fish there today.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of my favourite places to come and see the display, especially these sea bass, always looking stunning in the middle.
Caught during the night, these, so still only a few hours old rather than days old.
Look at the eyes on them, oh my
Stunning,
God.
Nice red gills.
Woo.
Nice,
Proper stuff.
pristine fish.
Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I've definitely got to take a bit of that today. That is absolute winner. So what I really want to do with this one, because we're going to kind of cook it in like this dough. It's a salt dough.
Okay.
So it's really important that we don't take the shoulder and we don't take the tail. It's got to be like the centre pieces.
Yes.
Right, so Paul, I'm thinking the next fish, probably these grey mullet, a fish that's known around
Grey
the
mullet,
area, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's very underrated fish. We can do something with that for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I like to
again.
be a bit more flexible, I think it's important for us and you guys.
Yes.
Just to take what's best. So yeah, I want out of that, again, I'm going to sort of pan fry it. So I want it filleted, scaled, and then we're going to just take quite thin strips actually. To be
okay.
honest. Yeah, so I'm thinking cod maybe.
Yeah, spot on. Cod, nice big cod here, so we can get nice big flaky fillets for you.
Yeah, I'm going to roast it. So yeah, I'm going to want to take the loin. So I've got a bit of time in the oven, so it's not going to overcook, and I've still got like a bit of translucence when it comes out.
Hi, I'm Luke Robinson and I'm here every month doing a fish demonstration. So I'm going to be cooking 3 dishes up, which you can watch me do and also have a taste of. So the wild bass, I'm going to do this really quite simple salt crust. So I've got my salt, this is 800 grams of salt, and I just want to blitz all these herbs through. So I've got a bit of basil, I've got sage, and then I've got a bit of thyme as well. I quite like thyme. So basically what we want is that salt to go all nice and green, which it is doing. I've got a bit of rosemary as well. Chuck that in as well. So that's enough, that's sort of green enough. So there's my flour going in. That's coming together nicely, and then you just feed in the egg whites at the top. So there you go, you can see the mix there, and you don't want it to be too dry, so you might have to add a little bit of water in at this point, and it amalgamates a little bit more. So I'm actually going to use that excess egg yolk that I've got in there at this stage as well, just to help bind it with a little bit of water. And then we're going to lay this over a bit like a ravioli. Just find the edge. Just going to seal it with the fingers. So that's going to bake away in the oven. 7 minutes I'm going to go for. So you can actually crack the crust off and just lift it and just check the fish underneath. If the skin just peels in your hand like this, that basically means that the fish is cooked. I've got my vincotto. I just want a little bit of lemon. It's very important because we've got that salt going through. So grey mullet is a lovely fish, a really underrated fish as well actually. So what I'm going to do with this is all this citrus here, I've already segmented and took the juice out. I'm literally just going to boil the segments until they kind of break down and give a bit of body, and I'm just going to bring that down about halfway before adding the zest and all the herbs through it. I've got a bit of chervil over here, which is quite hard to find herb. In that goes. In goes the zest. So I'm just using vegetable oil. I prefer rapeseed normally, but either sort of neutral type's very good. So right, in goes the fish. So butter's a great sort of rich thickener that can be used. Probably put about 100 grams, a little bit under. Let the other side see the pan. A tray, like I said, I want to get a little bit of olive oil in there. And always good to have a bit of lemon as well, I think. We've got a lot of citrus in this dish anyway, but just let the last bit of cooking happen on the resting tray. It's quite nice to have all these colours. I find people do eat with their eyes a little bit. It's good to have all those bright, vibrant colours with the fish. And I'll just finish that with a bit of spicy, peppery olive oil. to break the sauce. There we go. So the last dish I've got as well is the cod. So I've got a nice bit of butter. We're not going to eat all the butter, it's more to make an emulsion. And then I'm using these per kilo peppers. We're going to start those off. Just warming through with the olive oil. And I've also got these morcilla, which I just need to cut open. Because we're going to cook this in the pan with the fish. And my per kilo peppers, what I've done there, just chop them up. And I'm bringing them up inside olive oil. So my next move is just going to be to cut them with a lovely bit of Perez vinegar. Look at that skin on the cod. Beautiful caramelization on all of that. Also just transfer the morcilla onto a plate. You know, I've got that beautiful per kilo pepper. There's my cod, which I've just caramelized really, really deeply and then roasted through in the oven. And then here's the morcilla. There's a little bit of garnish as well. Is these lovely broad beans. So they not only add a nice bit of texture and colour, but also flavour. And the last thing, as I said, was the pimenton. That's a lovely smoky aroma to the dish as well. There we go.